The Barreto 20 RTK saga continues. You can see the front end assembly is off. Here is the front end. It bolts 4 mighty big bolts right in these corners. Right in here. Not too bad. Had to use the biggest wrenches that I had. I am going to clean this up. I think the lighting in, yeah, here we go. I don't know, I'm torn. I think just I've gone this far, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna clean this up. I don't know how far I'm gonna go, but I am gonna clean it up. I might repaint it black instead of red. Just so I don't have to worry about matching color. But what I have here, I've been working on this for a couple of days. This is the this assembly here is the spindle housing. The spindle housing mount, if you will. And then this is the boom protection bar. And you can see the boom right in here. That's ready for paint. I'm still working on getting some of the crud and the lubricants off from the grinding operation. And I want to get the rust off. But what I wanted to hit on in this video was these 2 pins. So this assembly is, this is the bottom. Maybe it's hard to picture this. This is the pivot pin. This is the one that's lower, and then this is the cylinder pin. The cylinder pin, not too bad. You can see that it's kind of pitted and scored. It's not in terrible shape. Certainly not brand new. I got brand new coming. But you know, this is a pretty substantial piece of metal here. This is not some flimsy material. So goes in here, the cylinder locks on here, and then this raises and lowers the boom from the pivot down here, which we're going to talk about in a second. But I am doing this just to demonstrate how much play is in here. Now, there is a bushing right here. It's kind of hard to see in this lighting, but you can see maybe in the contrast. So there's a bushing that's actually welded to the frame right here, and that's where the bulk of the force is being transmitted through this assembly. And it's not bad. I mean, there is some play, so it's not terrible. And if I had to reuse this pin, I probably could. So I'll keep this in spares. But again, there's a new one coming. Pivot pin, completely different story. As a matter of fact, you can see right here, this is so badly scored. Now this is cleaned up. When I took it out, well, it took an effort to get it out, covered in dirt. And you can see the Zerk is plugged with dirt. So that means that whoever was maintaining it or not maintaining it, they were probably just pumping their grease gun and not seeing if any grease was coming out. But it's pretty sad that it had to come out like this. There's the inside of the bushing right there. It's got a lot of play. Now, thankfully, you know, there's not a lot of movement necessarily circular wise. Because all this does is move the entire boom assembly up and down, right? So this boom, this box right here fits on top of this segment right here, and then the chain follows along this part right here. And all this pivot pin does is support the entire assembly. So it carries a lot of weight. But what does happen is while the chain is moving, there's a significant amount of turbulence, and there's a lot of force traveling through these assemblies. And that's what's causing it. So even here, you can see how much play there is in that bushing. So I need to order a bushing. You can see in this, from here to here, how much wear and tear is on this pin. And remarkably how, you know, the condition that the rest of this is actually in. So this was completely full of dirt. So I'm glad I got this out so I can finish the job. So anyway, this is the spindle housing. The motor goes right here. The spindle assembly goes right here, and the auger, which is in that box. The auger goes right here, and that moves the dirt out of the way as you are excavating your trench. So yeah, having fun. I'm about 25 hours into this project, so we keep going.